the fact that those reports have been leaked and the way they've been reported is obviously very, it's detrimental to the game. And the main thing from my point of view, and I think people have to understand, I think most people do understand that if you take certain comments from a report that have been written in emotive circumstances by players immediately after the event, and only report the negative things that have been written, it is clearly not a true and accurate reflection of, I think, the opinion of the squad, or doesn't accurately reflect the mood of the squad. They are opinions, they are certainly not truths. As I said, written in an emotive time for everyone, post a tournament. And I think any squad I've been in as a player, and if you'd taken a survey 4 years ago or 8 years ago, 12 years ago after a World Cup, you're always going to have issues and gripes with the team. And a lot of them we're aware of, most of them we're aware of as a management group. Some of the things you need to be dealt with and managed, other things where players just need to get on with it. Everything's not done to everyone's liking all the time in terms of philosophy of the way the game's played, how you train, or any element of preparation or match play. But that's just the way it is. And I just find it, the way it's been reported, the imbalance of that report is to me one of the worst things, because in that report there's obviously praise for certain parts of certain people and certain elements of it. I don't think it also doesn't reflect well on the players, which is not true. I think in difficult circumstances, one thing that group did do is stick together. Yes, people were frustrated with the way the team were portrayed during the tournament, and as I said, as we went through it, certain actions by players did let the group down and led us to be, portrayed as something that we weren't and something that they aren't. But we didn't help that at the time. So of course there was frustrations. How much that affects on the field, very difficult to judge. I know it probably affected certain individuals and would have had an effect on the team. Certainly would have maybe eroded a little bit of trust. But I think as a coaching group, we didn't feel that was having a huge effect on us as we went through into those final games.
I can take your point that they cherry-picked the very worst from 101 pages of these reports, but it must have been with a heavy heart that you read some of them, sure.
Of course, yeah, of course. You don't like seeing criticism of people, of yourself, of players, of each other. The players did it anonymously. As I said, they've done it straight away after the tournament. There's going to be emotive language, but that's how they speak as well. For when you're in play, when we're in camp, that's how we speak to each other. With, we get to the point pretty quickly and say it. That's how sort of an all-male, particularly sporting environment works. So you have to understand the context it's written in. Of course it's not great. I mean, we used to see those bits. Yeah, it was one of the worst things I've experienced in the game.